Hey y'all, welcome to Living Real Life Outdoors. From turkey tails and trout trails to tall tines and tailwaters, an outdoor audio magazine podcast focusing on hunting, fly fishing, archery, firearms too, interviews and hunting and fishing stories. Men and women of the outdoors are conservationists of the wildlife we pursue. See y'all in the woods and on the streams. Your host, Legends of the Outdoors Board of Directors, Donnie Conway.
Episode 7, Living Real Life Outdoors. Hey y'all, welcome to the show. I'm doing a solo podcast today on a particular trailer blind here. It's called the Blackout. It's actually built on the trailer, as you can see. Really nice, really super nice setup how they did this all. It weighs about 1,500 pounds, I think, something like that, 1,550. Has a real long tongue on it. It's got 4 separate jacks that can stabilize the whole trailer itself. It also has back steps and then the door in the back. And it looks like it needs bugs washed off of it from the travel to get it here. This particular trailer has got clearance lights built in the top all the way around, and trailer clearance lights. They're all LED, little bitty LED lights. But it's 6.5 by 6 foot inside in the floor diameter. I think that's 39 square feet. It's 8 foot tall. It's got two side vents for ventilation. And on top of the roof, you can take the little rectangle piece and move it up and kind of angle it just to get your airflow out of there, out of the blind. It's got 8 windows, great windows. They're made on a resin hinges, so they're real super quiet. It's got the one vertical in the front, which is the biggest one of the verticals, and it's got one in the back door, and then it's got 6 horizontal, or not, I'm sorry, it's got the horizontal in the front. I need to get this right, horizontals in the front and horizontal in the back, and the other 6 are all vertical windows, and they're really super quiet. It's all made of fiberglass, and it has what do you call it? A fiberglass or a rubber flooring on top of the fiberglass flooring. Super well done underneath. This thing, it's got good leaf springs in it, so driving down the road, it was bouncing, but it wasn't actually, like wobbly bouncing. It's good and solid, and it'll be nice for taking into separate places to really use it for deer hunting and turkey hunting. I'm going to break it in with this coming spring turkey season. on another buddy's farm that I've been trying to help him kill the bird the past year now. This will be a second year. He's got plenty of birds. We just couldn't get him to work with us last year. I ended up killing a bird on another piece of property. But this will be an interesting piece of equipment. You can pull it around with your vehicle. I'm really going to enjoy it for the simple fact that it'll just be fun. Like I said, it's got 4 stabilizers for stabilizing, make it good, solid, and steady. And it's got the rubber flooring, keeps it quiet inside. I plan on putting swivel chairs inside, and I need to measure the height as to how high I need to get too on the chairs, because I'll definitely need to get the chairs that have the extensions, the height extensions on them. We can raise them up and down. But guys, this will be, it's called the Blackout. It's made by Ranger Boats out of Flippin, Arkansas. And they are sold by Bass Pro. They told me to go ahead and try to grab one because the price was going to raise probably about $500-600 this year. So I ended up getting it for the price of this past year. I got it a week ago Saturday, so it was just a few days after Christmas, and I gave it was listed at $49.99, I believe it was, and then after everything said and done, it was like $53.99. So, and then a sales tax, and I've already got it registered, tagged, permanent tags on it, so it's ready to go. And I wanted to do that before the end of the year. So anyway, but this is it's going to be pretty neat. I definitely want to try turkey hunting out of it, and we'll see what happens with it. But guys, I'm not going to do a real long podcast. I just wanted to get a solo in with this, and we'll do we're going to do one in the field after we get it in the field, before we get ready to hunt with it, and we'll go from there, see what happens. But hey, I'm going to do let's hang on here a second. If nobody's ever seen one, we tried to look it up with another guy on his computer. We couldn't find it, but for some reason I find it pretty easy on my phone, so I don't know why it's not really coming up on the computer. But they only sell them at certain stores. And it's an in-store item. You can't order it online. You have to actually go to the store and buy it. Springfield, Missouri had them. Columbia had one. Kansas City had one. Sunset Hills in St. Louis had one, and St. Charles had one. But they all had a couple before they got down to one. And I ended up buying. I had 2 left by the time I got to Springfield, so I got the second of the last, one of the last 2 that was left. But these are super nice. I mean, I got in it, looked around, guys, and there's plenty of room in there. It shows on the website for this particular blind. It's called the Blackout Trailer Hunting Blind. It shows that you fit 3 guys in there, but I'm going to say 2 comfortably, because I have camera equipment, and then you count your guns, and because I'm going to be using tripods for guns too, especially deer season, not so much for turkey season, but it's a super nice super nice. I don't know how much we can see here, but it's got the what do you call that? Kind of a sandy, matted finish on the whole trailer. I mean, underneath all the whole trailer stuff, all the bars, everything. And I'm thinking about I'm gonna measure this out in between here, maybe strapping in a black box of some sort, and put like the little square sidewalk blocks, and not the fancy dressy landscape blocks, but the smaller sidewalk blocks, and you get about 4 to 6 of those, and that way if I need to put them underneath, I mean, these the feet on these jacks are pretty good size, so I don't know that I really need them. I mean, they're super good size. They're like 9-10 inches, so that's, but I thought I'd get some just in case, you get a soft spot and it starts to move, at least put something underneath it to kind of help stabilize it a little more. But anyway, guys, that's kind of my concept on this. Hang tight, we're going to do a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back with the second segment of this podcast. All right, guys, welcome to the commercial part of this segment. A Mr. Heater. I bought this Mr. Heater Pro. It is the for the 4,000, 9,000, and the 18,000. Big Buddy Pro series. 18,000 BTU is the highest it will go. Guys, I bought this to use in this blind on super cold days. It's cold today, but I got this to get in this blind on super cold days. If you can let you sit here, but what I'll do, it's a dual tank. So what I'll do is I'll take and I'll get it good and hot inside there before I climb in, and then I'll go in and I'll turn it down on low, because with the dual tank on low you can get 11 hours. On high you only get 2.5. I mean, that's putting out some heat. Yeah, it's 4,000, 9,000, and 18,000. But it's super nice. I mean, I can put a bigger tank to it, which I probably won't, because of the black box that I get. I'll take and store up some little pound bottles in it. But check this out, guys. I'm sure everybody's probably got one. This is what I'm going to use inside the trailer blind to warm it up on cold days. Talk at you later. Stay tuned for the next segment of this show. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I just want to do a personal podcast here with this new blind that I picked up. Super nice blind. And then the commercial I did of the Mr. Heater, I'm going to put that in the blind for cold days. It's a dual, and it heats up 420 feet, 450 square feet. This is only like 39 square feet. So what I'll do is I'll set it off over here to the side that I won't be using to hunt. And I'm going to get me some little pieces of tile to set it on, because it's got a rubber flooring and I don't want to heat that flooring up and melt it in any way. So, but I'm going to get swivel chairs for this. It ought to be I seen this a year ago when they first come out with them. They only had them out for about a year or so, a little over a year. But I seen them not this past season, but the season before. I seen them at Bass Pro, and I got to calling about them. At the time, I wasn't sure, and I should have went and bought one then, because that was before that deer season. And I realized that this is going to put me up. Well, you figure, let's see, I'm 5'9", so that's going to put me just a hair above just a hair above the floor, maybe 4 inches above the floor, and you got another 3.5, 4 foot to the window. So that's 5'9", 4 foot. You're looking at about probably 8 foot at the most, or at the least 8 foot to the window. And man, I tell you what, past couple seasons I really could have used that. I mean, this past season I was looking at deer that I could just you know, when they get in that little hump, all I could see was the, you know, about that much at the top of their back, and I'd have to wait for them to get up where I could see their full body. And even in some of the thick stuff where I seen a really super nice buck, all I could see was his antlers. In something like this, I'd be able to see the whole deer, or at least his head and neck, you know, where I couldn't see that on the ground. So this will make a big difference. And I wish I'd have had it this past season. I was making 155-yard shots. Of course, I dropped the deer, but and then the season before I was doing I think 210 10-yard shots, and that was with this year I was using the Tika T3X 6.5 Creedmoor, and last year I was using the Mossberg Youth Model 6.5 Creedmoor. And then this coming season, I think I'm going to bring all 3 of my Creedmoors, because I've got a Ruger Precision Creedmoor, 6.5 Creedmoor, and I think shooting that Ruger Precision out of here would be pretty awesome. And shooting the Tika out of here would be pretty awesome too, because right here at this window, it has a platform for resting your rifle on. So I'm going to buy the little bag deal to rest your rifle on, because it sets just right below the window. You can see the screws to it. So I'm going to buy the little platform. And then windows, the vertical windows just open, but I'm going to figure out a way to try to keep them shut or keep them open, you know, a little hook or something. But this one here, I'm not sure, I don't think the back one does, but this one here will lift up all the way up, and you can lock it in place where it'll stay up. But and then right below the shooting little shooting desk or table, whatever you want to call it, there's another little table there where you can put your binoculars and deer calls or turkey calls or rangefinder or whatnot, stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's an awesome little deal. When I do the next podcast of it actually in the field, I will probably do it with showing the inside and what it looks like, you know, looking out and things like that. I'll probably be sitting in it when I do the next field podcast. So, guys, if you always wanted a shooting house, I always wanted a shooting house. You know, I've had the ground blinds. I even use my little Primo's small side, the little wall pop outs. It's got like 2 hubs in it for when you kind of put it around you, and then you got to stake it down, otherwise the wind will blow it over. But that thing's a hassle, and I've got 2, 3, maybe 3, I don't know, 2 for sure, of the Barnett hub blinds, which it's got 5 hubs. You got 4 walls and a ceiling. Those are a pain in the tail to put up. And I got a couple of the tide weaves. I thought the tide weave would be cool, but them were just as much as a pain for some reason. And then you take a chance of you know, because you got to wrestle to get them popped out because they're so stiff. You know, where I'm actually wanting to set the blind, time I get it popped out, I'm probably 15 yards away, and I got to move it back over there. But anyway, and then the double bull stools I've got, which I know they won't work good in here, they're going to be too short. But the double bull stools I got were too short for the tide weave by about 6 inches. I had to put a real heavy duty towel on the seat to get me up high enough. So yeah, I didn't care much for that either. Anyway, so I'll be end up getting rid of those. You know, I'm tired of the hassle with them. This will be easy pull in, drop, easy setup, stabilize, climb in the blind and hunt. I mean, that's just about what it's going to be with this blind. I'm tired and done with the hub style blinds. And if you break a rod, you're kind of done. I mean, you're not going to be able to hunt anymore if you break a rod. So you're pretty much done. So, you know, and you have to order one and then try to get it. And I've looked at those hubs and trying to put, you know, I had a double bull one time. Ended up breaking the dang one of the rods. And that was back when I was living in Springfield, and I took it to an old archer dealer to have him help me put them in. He's put them in before, so he knew. But none of those rods should have to be replaced because they shouldn't break. And like I said, some of them are so stiff, you break them trying to pop out the hubs. You know, I mean, it was just a hassle, and I got tired of them. It's not a 5-minute setup like they say. You know, shoot, I'd be done 5-10 minutes, and I'll have this thing set up ready to hunt. So anyway, guys, and regular shooting house would probably be the same. If you've got a regular shooting house set up already on a platform. What I like about this is I can move it anywhere on the property that I want to hunt. I may get a second one to have 2. I don't know. I'll see how this one goes. How well this goes for turkey season. I really like it now, and it's super nice. So guys, if you're listening to the podcast on Spotify, because we're talking on Spotify right now here too, swing over to my YouTube channel, and you can actually see the sorry, I've been rubbing this here, but swing over to my YouTube channel, and you'll actually be able to see the trailer on video, and you'll be able to see the Mr. Heater that I did for the commercial part of this. So anyway, y'all, thanks for watching and listening to the show, and stay tuned, and until next time, y'all come back. Bye.
Thank y'all for listening and watching, living real life outdoors. Hope you enjoyed today's show about hunting and fishing from men and women of the outdoors from your host. Until next time, keep your guns or your knives clean, tight lines and tall tines, y'all.